Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Travos, and this is going to be the first episode in my CoD Quickies series. And every time you see a slow motion situation like this, pay extra close attention to what's happening in those frames, because I make some kind of decision based on those. So like right here, it's me getting hurt from behind, so I don't go after this guy that I just killed. And throughout this gameplay, I'm going to be explaining my thought process. So like right now I'm thinking, oh, ASM1, I should probably stay indoors while the spawn is right behind me, and just kind of flank him. And why I know the spawn was like in backcourts area right here where I was just facing trying to kill the sniper because I'm daring. I don't know. And by the way, right now I'm just going back with the same kind of strategy in mind, but I turn around because this guy's here. But why I know that it's the spawn is because all my teammates are on the opposite side of the map, and a lot of people don't seem to really get that, so hopefully you do, but if you don't, that's okay. There's tons of things to learn, and YouTube is the right place to learn it at. I have done tip series or tip things in the past, but I really want to get down to a lot of basics and a lot of specifics. This series is going to be more on specifics, but I do want to do a lot of basic things again. So right here, I wanted to wait a few seconds because I had just alerted everybody of my position because I was shooting, and not only did I know that people were surrounding me, like 3 people, but it was about time for newly spawned people to come in, like rushing in, and I didn't know if there could be the other 3 people like right next to me as well. So I just wanted to wait a few seconds and kind of wait it out a little bit to make sure that I wasn't getting myself into a lot more trouble than I thought I was. And normally I don't think that much ahead. I'm a very daring player. I focus way too much on killing rather than preserving my life. And it definitely gets me high score lines, and I stay with a very positive KD. It's just, if you want to get a DNA, you can't really rely on just going out to kill. You kind of got to preserve your own life a little bit. But yeah, we're about halfway through, and by the way, I also forgot to mention that I just reminded myself of this, that this will be about the time of an average COD Quickie episode. So about 3 minutes, hopefully like 2 or maybe even 1, depending on what it is, because I really want short, quick, very specific things. But this one's a little bit different as kind of an introductory video, and just as something to kind of ease into the style. So again, I'm just kind of backtracking and moving back and forth between areas near the spawn point, because like the teammates are on the other side of the map, so the enemies must be spawning over where I am, so I don't really want to go out to them, especially because I have an ASM1. If I had an AR of some kind, I would probably push it much more and actually try to flip the spawn myself, which is something I apparently love doing. Just pushing it as fast as possible just to flip it and then do it on the other side, which gets people to rage quit a lot, and it's also kind of risky. And in this game I was trying specifically for a DNA, so that's why I'm not quite doing that. I'm kind of going back and forth like a grasshopper. I always like to imagine like a grasshopper type playstyle, if you think about that, just jumping from place to place, back and forth. The first thought that comes into your head as some kind of plan, go with it. And if you come up with some other kind of thought that second guesses it, then do that. The moment you have some kind of first thought at something, do it. Be kind of impulsive, as long as you're thinking towards your safety, I guess. But also make sure that you have, like, you'll see me throughout this gameplay, and now, like, it's kind of a bad time to say it because the gameplay is wrapping up, but you'll see me checking a lot of situations. Like right now I'm actually being a lot more careful than normal because I'm really close, and I'm checking a lot of different pathways. But normally, like just on average, you should check all the sight lines, try to get some kind of open sight line, and that's kind of funny. I never saw his name, so I wanted to make sure that it wasn't just some kind of random fact that my bullets weren't hitting because it was a hip fire. But yeah, hopefully you got something out of this. Hopefully it wasn't too rambly and weird for you, but that's the gameplay. So I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.